when everything was possible. I had the words right in my throat, but couldn't make them audible. You turned and smiled the way you did, like nothing needed saying, and I let the moment pass me by the way I always did. Not because I didn't mean it, but because the words felt too much like goodbye. The night I didn't say it still lives inside my chest, a quiet kind of aching that I've never quite addressed. Not regret exactly, more like something left unfinished. The night I didn't say it is the one I still remember best. I've rehearsed it many times since then, in the car alone at night. How I should have held you longer, how I should have held on tight. But life moved on the way it does, and took the moment with it. And now the words just live in songs like this one fits them in it. Some things never need to be said out loud, they just need to be held in the quiet place between two people, where the real truth always dwelled. I didn't say it. Drove through the old neighborhood last Tuesday, just to see if it still looked the same. The corner store is a pharmacy now, and someone painted over the old name. But the angle of the evening light still hits the same old places, and for a second I could almost see our younger, easier faces. The roads don't change as fast as we do, but the feeling finds us anyway. Old roads, same feeling. Every time I pass through here, the town has changed around the edges, but the center's always clear. Something in the way the light falls takes me back without my asking. Old road, same feeling, like no time has passed at all. Isn't that just how it works? The world keeps rearranging, while something deep inside of us keeps stubbornly unchanging. We can leave a place completely, but it never fully leaves us. Every road we've ever traveled somehow always finds and keeps us. Old road, same feeling. I don't think about the ones who left as much as I used to. I think about the ones who stayed, the quiet ones I barely knew. The friend who called on a Tuesday night just to check if I was breathing. The one who sat with me in silence without needing any reason. We don't always know what held us up until we look back down the years. The ones who stayed are the ones I should have thanked, the ones who never made a fuss, the quiet in the ranks. I took them for the background while I chased the louder things. The ones who stayed are the reason I still sing. There was a man who worked beside me for 11 steady years. Never asked for recognition, never showed his doubts or fears. Just came in every morning and did what needed doing. I never told him what it meant, and now there's no more saying. The loudest loves aren't always the ones that hold you through. Sometimes it's the quiet ones who make you who you are. The ones who stay. Every night I drive the same road home, through the same dark, familiar streets. And I think about what I'm carrying, the weight nobody ever sees, the things things I promised I'd let go of, but somehow hitched a ride. The faces and the conversations, still living just inside. We carry more than groceries, we carry more than years. What I carried home tonight was heavier than before. Not the kind you set down in the hallway, not the kind you leave at the door. The invisible kind, the kind that settles in the quiet. What I carried home tonight, I'll carry again tomorrow. My father used to sit in the same chair every evening after work, not talking much, just breathing slowly, letting go of what had hurt. I thought I understood it then, but didn't really know it. How heavy ordinary days can get before you learn to show it. Maybe home is not a place at all, but a thing we learn to do. The act of setting something down and picking up what's true. What I carried, still carrying. Every night I drive the same road home, through the same dark, familiar streets, and I think about what I'm carrying, the weight nobody ever sees. Things I promised I'd let go of, but somehow hitched a ride. The faces and the conversations, still living just inside. We carry more than groceries, we carry more than years. What I carried home tonight was heavier than before. Not the kind you set down in the hallway, not the kind you leave at the door. The invisible kind, the kind that settles in the quiet. What I carried home tonight, I'll carry again tomorrow. Father used to sit in the same chair every evening after work, not talking much, just breathing slowly, letting go of what had hurt. I thought I understood it then, but didn't really know it. How heavy ordinary days can get before you learn to show it. Maybe home is not a place at all, but a thing we learn to do. The act of setting something down and picking up what's true. What I carried, still carrying. argument, no door slammed shut. We just drifted like two boats do when no one tends the knot. First the weeks between the phone calls, then the months, then the years, until one day I realized I couldn't see him clear. Not all goodbyes announce themselves, some just quietly disappear. The friend I lost to time, I never got to say goodbye to. No moment, no occasion, just the slow fate of what I knew. I think about him sometimes, wonder if he thinks of me. The friend I lost to time is somewhere in my memory. I saw his name online last winter, thought about reaching out, started typing something 3 times, each time with growing doubt. What do you say to someone who knows the younger version of everything you've been and done, and all you chose to burden? Some friendships are like photographs, they capture who we were, and even if the faces fade, the feeling stays as sure. The friend I lost, to time. I never told my father I admired him. We weren't that kind of family. Just showed up for each other in the quiet ways that counted silently. A hand upon a shoulder, right when one was needed. The kind of love that doesn't speak, but always feels completed. We speak in actions, not in words, and wonder why we feel unheard. Men don't say these things, but that doesn't mean we don't feel them. The love is in the showing up, the steadiness, the freedom, in the things we do instead of say, in the drives and silences. Men don't say these things, but every song like this one does. have a son who's almost grown now, and sometimes I catch myself swallowing the words I mean and putting pride back on the shelf. I wanna tell him that I see him, that the man he's become is something, but instead I fix his car and hope that means the same thing. Maybe this is what the songs are for, to say the things we can't, to fill the space between two people with the words they always meant. Men don't say, but the songs do. Someone else entirely, thinner and more certain, and considerably less tired. The future was a country I was sure I'd get to visit. Now I live inside the future, and I wonder where I missed it. Time doesn't ask permission, it just shows up with its changes. 20 years ago tonight, I had no idea what was coming. The losses and the lessons and the beautiful ones among them. I would do it all exactly the same way if I could. 20 years ago tonight, I was someone who still understood. My hands look like my father's now. I noticed it this morning. The same thick knuckles, same slow grace, the same unspoken warning that everything we think we own was only ever borrowed, that the man we plan to become was shaped by every sorrow. I don't want the years back, I just want a moment in them to tell that younger version of myself that it was worth beginning 20 years ago. go tonight. She said, take care of yourself, the way she always did, like it was the most important thing, like it was all she ever said. I nodded like I always did and walked out to my car, not knowing that the ordinary goodbye would travel this far. We never know which ordinary moment is carrying more than ordinary weight. The last thing she said to me was something small and everyday. Not a speech, not a declaration, just the usual kind of way. But I've turned it over many times in the years since she's been gone. The last thing she said to me is still the thing I hold on to. I used to wish she'd said something grand, something worthy of the ending. But now I think the small things were exactly what she was sending. That love lives in the everyday, in the quiet ordinary saying of take care and drive safe and call me. That's where love was staying. I take care of myself now, the way she always asked me to. Every time I remember those words, I'm taking care of her too. Take care. The last thing she said. I wasn't the best at anything, but I showed up when it counted. I made the lunches, fixed the things that broke, kept the house grounded. I wasn't brilliant or exceptional, just steady and dependable, the kind of man who holds the middle while the world feels indefensible. Nobody writes songs about the steady ones, but maybe someone should. Good enough was more than good, Good enough was all I had. Not every man is made for greatness. Some of us are made for that. For the early mornings, quiet evenings, for the love that doesn't shout. Good enough was more than good, and that I don't have any doubt. My daughter called me yesterday, said she got the job she wanted. She thanked me for the years of showing up, for never being daunted. I didn't say how much it meant, just said I always knew it. But sitting here alone tonight, I finally have to feel it. The quiet life is still alive, the ordinary is still profound. The love that never asks for credit is the deepest love around. Good enough. More than good. After the funeral I drove for 2 hours, not toward anything in particular, just the road and the radio and the quiet that felt familiar. Something about the moving forward, even without a destination, felt like the only honest answer to the fact of the cessation. Grief doesn't ask you where you're going, it just rides along. The drive home after is the longest drive I know. When the world has changed completely and you still have far to go, the radio plays something fitting, like it always seems to do. The drive home after is how I learned to carry you. I stopped at a gas station just before the city, bought a coffee I didn't need, stood outside in the cold for a while, watching the other cars proceed. Everyone just going somewhere, unbothered by my standing still. And I thought how ordinary grief looks Nobody asked and I didn't tell them that certain years were hard. I just kept going the way you do, keeping the outside unmarred. Not because I was ashamed of it, but because the telling felt like more than any of us had the bandwidth for, beyond the usual score. Fine is sometimes armor, and sometimes it's the truth. Quietly, I was fine, in the way that men learn fine. Not falling apart, not fully whole, just walking some middle line. And looking back, I think that I was stronger than I knew. Quietly, I was fine, and maybe that was enough to get through. I have a friend who always asks me how I'm really doing. It always catches me off guard, undoubts whatever I've been brewing, because the honest answer sometimes is I genuinely don't know. I'm somewhere between standing tall and barely letting go. Maybe fine is not a failure, maybe fine is how we survive. Maybe quietly persisting is its own kind of being alive. Quietly, I was fine, in the way that men learn fine. Not falling apart, not fully whole, just walking some middle line. And looking back, I think that I was stronger than I knew. Quietly, I was fine, and maybe that was enough to get through. Quietly, I was fine. La, 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 la. There was a moment at the door when everything was possible. I had the words right in my throat, but couldn't make them audible. You turned and smiled the way you did, like nothing needed saying. And I let the moment pass me by, the way I always did. Not because I didn't mean it, but because the words felt too much like goodbye. The night I didn't say it still lives inside my chest. quiet kind of aching that I've never quite addressed. Not regret exactly, more like something left unfinished. The night I didn't say it is the one I still remember best. I've rehearsed it many times since then, in the car alone at night. How I should have held you longer, how I should have held on tight. But life moved on the way it does, and took the moment with it. And now the words just live in songs like this one fits them in it. Some things never need to be said out loud, they just need to be held in the quiet place between two people, where the real truth always dwelled. I didn't say it. Drove through the old neighborhood last Tuesday, just to see if it still looked the same. The corner store is a pharmacy now, and someone painted over the old name. But the angle of the evening light still hits the same old places. And for a second I could almost see our younger, easier faces. The roads don't change as fast as we do, but the feeling finds us anyway. Old roads, same feeling. Every time I pass through here, the town has changed around the edges, but the center's always clear. Something in the way the light falls takes me back without my asking. Old road, same feeling, like no time has passed at all. I parked outside the place we used to meet, just sat there with the engine running low. The music on the radio was something from the year I let you go. And isn't that just how it works? The world keeps rearranging, while something deep inside of us keeps stubbornly unchanging. We can leave a place completely, left as much as I used to. I think about the ones who stayed, the quiet ones I barely knew. The friend who called on a Tuesday night just to check if I was breathing. The one who sat with me in silence without needing any reason. We don't always know what held us up until we look back down the years. The ones who stayed are the ones I should have thanked. The ones who never made a fuss, the quiet in the ranks. I took them for the background while I chased the louder things. The ones who stayed are the reason I still sing. There was a man who worked beside me for 11 steady years. Never asked for recognition, never showed his doubts or fears. Just came in every morning and did what needed doing. I never told him what it meant, and now there's no more saying. The loudest loves aren't always the ones that hold you through. Sometimes it's the quiet ones who make you who you are. The ones who stay. Every night I drive the same road home, through the same dark, familiar streets. And I think about what I'm carrying, the weight nobody ever sees. The things I promised I'd let go of, but somehow hitched a ride. The faces in the conversations, still living just inside. We carry more than groceries, we carry more than years. What I carried home tonight was heavier than before. Not the kind you set down in the hallway, not the kind you leave at the door. The invisible kind, the kind that settles in the quiet. What I carried home tonight, I'll carry again tomorrow. Father used to sit in the same chair every evening after work, not talking much, just breathing slowly, letting go of what had hurt. I thought I understood it then, but didn't really know it, how heavy ordinary days can get before you learn to show it. Maybe home is not a place at Every night I drive the same road home, through the same dark, familiar streets. And I think about what I'm carrying, the weight nobody ever sees, the things I promised I'd let go of, but somehow hitched a ride, the faces and the conversations still living just inside. We carry more than groceries, we carry more than years. What I carried home tonight was heavier than before. Not the kind you set down in the hallway, not the kind you leave at the door. The invisible kind, the kind that settles in the quiet. What I carried home tonight, I'll carry again tomorrow. My father used to sit in the same chair every evening after work, not talking much, just breathing slowly, letting go of what had hurt. I thought I understood it then, but didn't really know it. How heavy ordinary days can get before you learn to show it. Maybe home is not a place at all, but a thing we learn to do. The act of setting something down and picking up what's true. What I carried, still carrying. We didn't have a falling out, no argument, no door slammed shut. We just drifted like two boats do, when no one tends the knot. First the weeks between the phone calls, then the months, then the years, until one day I realized I couldn't see him clear. Not all goodbyes announce themselves, some just quietly disappear. The friend I lost did time, I never got to say goodbye to. No moment, no occasion, just the slow fade of what I knew. I think about him sometimes, wonder if he thinks of me. The friend I lost to time is somewhere in my memory. I saw his name online last winter, thought about reaching out, started typing something 3 times everything you've been and done, and all you chose to burden. Some friendships are like photographs, they capture who we were, and even if the faces fade, the feeling stays as sure. The friend I lost, to time. Never told my father I admired him. We weren't that kind of family. Just showed up for each other in the quiet ways that counted silently. A hand upon a shoulder, right when one was needed. The kind of love that doesn't speak, but always feels completed. We speak in actions, not in words, and wonder why we feel unheard. Men don't say these things, but that doesn't mean we don't feel them. The love is in the showing up, the steadiness, the freedom, in the things we do instead of say, in the drives and silences. Men don't say these things, but every song like this one does. I have a son who's almost grown now, and sometimes I catch myself swallowing the words I mean and putting pride back on the shelf. I wanna tell him that I see him, that the man he's become is something, but instead I fix his car and hope that means the same thing. Maybe this is what the songs are for, to say the things we can't, to fill the space between two people with the words they always meant. Men don't say, but the songs do. Someone else entirely, thinner and more certain, and considerably less tired. The future was a country I was sure I'd get to visit. Now I live inside the future, and I wonder where I missed it. Time doesn't ask permission, it just shows up with its changes. 20 years ago tonight, I had no idea what was coming. The losses and the lessons and the beautiful ones among them. I would do it all exactly the same way if I could. 20 years ago tonight, I was someone who still understood. My hands look like my father's now. I noticed it this morning. The same thick knuckles, same slow grace, the same unspoken warning that everything we think we own was only ever borrowed, that the man we plan to become was shaped by every sorrow. I don't want the years back, I just want a moment in them to tell that younger version of myself that it was worth beginning. 20 years ago tonight. She said, take care of yourself, the way she always did, like it was the most important thing, like it was all she ever said. I nodded like I always did and walked out to my car, not knowing that the ordinary goodbye would travel this far. We never know which ordinary moment is carrying more than ordinary weight. The last thing she said to me was something small and everyday. Not a speech, not a declaration, just the usual kind of way. But I've turned it over many times in the years since she's been gone. The last thing she said to me used to wish she'd said something grand, something worthy of the ending. But now I think the small things were exactly what she was sending. That love lives in the everyday, in the quiet, ordinary saying of take care and drive safe and call me. That's where love was staying. I take care of myself now, the way she always asked me to. Every time I remember those words, I'm taking care of her too. Take care. The last thing she said. I wasn't the best at anything, but I showed up when it counted. I made the lunches, fixed the things that broke, kept the house grounded. I wasn't brilliant or exceptional, just steady and dependable. The kind of man who holds the middle while the world feels indefensible. Nobody writes songs about the steady ones, but maybe someone should. Good enough was more than good, when good enough was all I had. Not every man is made for greatness, some of us are made for that. For the early mornings, quiet evenings, for the love that doesn't shout. Good enough was more than good, and that I don't have any doubt. My daughter called me yesterday, said she got the job she wanted. She thanked me for the years of showing up, for never being daunted. I didn't say how much it meant, just said I always knew it. But sitting here alone tonight, I finally have to feel it. The quiet life is still alive, the ordinary is still profound. The love that never asks for credit is the deepest love around. Good enough. More than good. After the funeral I drove for 2 hours, not toward anything in particular, just the road and the radio and the quiet that felt familiar. Something about the moving forward, even without a destination, felt like the only honest answer to the fact of the cessation. Grief doesn't ask you where you're going, it just rides along the drive home after is the longest drive I know. When the world has changed completely and you still have far to go, the radio plays something fitting, like it always seems to do. The drive home after is how I learned to carry you. I stopped at a gas station just before the city, bought a coffee I didn't need, stood outside in the cold for a while, watching the other cars proceed. Everyone just going somewhere, unbothered by my standing still. And I thought how ordinary grief looks from the outside of the bill. The longest drives are the ones where you arrive at something true, not a place, not a conclusion, just a quieter version of you. The drive home after. Nobody asked and I didn't tell them that certain years were hard. I just kept going the way you do, keeping the outside unmarred. Not because I was ashamed of it, but because the telling felt like more than any of us had the bandwidth for, beyond the usual score. Fine is sometimes armor, and sometimes it's the truth. Quiet just walking some middle line. And looking back, I think that I was stronger than I knew. Quietly, I was fine. And maybe that was enough to get through. I have a friend who always asks me how I'm really doing. It always catches me off guard, undoubts whatever I've been brewing. Because the honest answer sometimes is I genuinely don't know. I'm somewhere between standing tall and barely letting go. Maybe fine is not a failure. Maybe fine is how we survive. Maybe quietly persisting is its own kind of being alive. Quietly, I was fine. In the way that men learn fine. Not falling apart, not fully whole, just walking some middle line. And looking back, I think that I was stronger than I knew. Quietly, I was fine. And maybe that was enough to get through.